Welcome to the Men Ain't Shit podcast. 3 black men discussing current topics and debunking myths from a male's perspective. Now your host, Robert George, Corwin Davis, and Christopher Lewis.
So let's hear it, fellas. How y'all fellas doing, man?
We good, man. What's going on today?
Feeling good, feeling great.
That's
got my
what's
Zamunda soccer shirt on, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
I know. What's going on, bro?
Prince Hakeem on the back. You know what I mean? Shout out to Humble Flourish brand, you know what I'm saying, for the dope soccer shirt, you know, jersey.
That's what's up. What we
still paying for no Brandon?
Hey, man,
rude,
you know.
rude, man. You getting that free shout out right now.
Hey, man, a couple years from now, y'all going to be looking back like, yo, Chris was looking out, you know what I'm saying? He had that foresight.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, fellas, today, man, we're talking about how soon is too soon. And we know what we're talking about. We're talking about giving up that box.
That box, huh?
How soon is too soon?
Yeah, ooh-wee.
What y'all think?
You know
It's
what?
never too soon now.
I mean, since, you know, I'm a little bit more, you know, older and seasoned in the game now.
Oh, man, this nigga.
We all season food.
I got a couple gray hairs on my chin, you know. It's okay to give it up, you know, depending on the situation. You know,
First of all, we already know it's okay to give it up.
Yes.
The question ain't if it's okay to give it up. But fuck yeah, you got to give it up.
No, we know that as
give it
men, right?
When you give it up is the issue.
So we're going to be talking about that today, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and jump on in, man. I think it's different situations that can classify or will classify how soon a woman should get that thing up. So I'm going to say, too, it depends on one. Like, what's the level of the relationship? Is it a jump-off situation? Is it just like friends with benefits situation? Or is it somebody like you actually want to, like, date long-term, man?
Well, I mean, I guess in order to talk about those, we have to kind of qualify them and see. Because you talk about friends with benefits. I think essentially that means you've already had some type of benefit and you've established that, look, this is what it's going to be.
Okay.
So they probably already fucked.
Yeah. It's probably a third layer, too. What if like, a one-night stand situation? Or you just met her, y'all went on y'all first date. Is it too soon then?
Well, if it's a one-night stand, then that means y'all ain't fucking with each other no more.
Not
So
necessarily.
obviously waiting too soon. That's just, y'all got what y'all was going to get.
Have y'all ever came back from a one-night stand?
It wasn't a one-night stand then. If you came back from it.
No, I'm not saying you had to immediately come back.
So it's like a two-night stand.
What if you revisited it? Maybe you link back up like a couple months later.
And hit it again and then left again.
You in and out. I mean, hey, my wife, babe, I love you. You know, this is like before, you know, when I was out there in the streets, you know, before I, you know, woken up.
Disclaimer.
You know, and you know, I saw this beautiful woman I have as my wife now. But yeah, so it's situational, right? So, you know, back, you know, light skin with the light eyes, you know, out there in the streets.
Oh man, light skin
You know,
is not in, bro. Come on, man.
relishing.
Come on, man.
Gotta have one of your
Get
team.
your ass up out of here, man. I'm
Come
shutting
on.
your mic off right now, nigga.
All right now.
You gotta have one on your
Light-skin
team.
stuff, man.
You know, it was just so I give 2
Ain't
examples.
saying you Drake ass niggas. Man.
Hey man, we winning, man. Obama, you know, Steph Curry, Drake, you know, hey, we just go down the list. But hey, that's another day.
That ain't gonna ever be another day, nigga. Come on, tell us. what
That's
you're
all
talking
right.
about.
It's all right. But so I mean, I think it's situational because I think, you know, depending on where you meet that person at, what type of chemistry, I think chemistry can't be defined about over a period of time. It can be instant. It could be over a week, a month, years. You know,
That's not really chemistry, nigga. That's lust.
nah, man. We're humans. We have feelings and emotions.
Yeah,
you know, you
lust.
can't really define that in a
nigga.
quantify that.
It's quantified in lust.
Oh man, see, man.
You get hard.
So you
she
never-
get wet. That's it.
But you had a one night stand, so you know.
I don't know if I
But your
really
one
had a
night stand might
one-night
not.
So hold on.
Different
Hold
than
on.
mine.
Oh, shit,
Cool.
yes, I
Let's be
have,
real.
actually. I'm lying.
Come
All
on,
right,
bro.
he coming over
Like,
here.
we know you, bro.
Trash, though.
So
I'm a lover.
I don't even know what that mean, bro. I don't even know what that mean. But let's just say, so I'll throw out a scenario. Let's say, since we previously talked about dating apps, you know what I'm saying? So let's say you were swiping right, she was swiping right. Y'all had some real good conversation, which then led to you asking her out. You know what I'm saying?
To me, I forgot about that.
and y'all go out on a date. Y'all go out on a date. First time y'all meeting each other. Things go extremely well. Y'all end up back at your place.
You know all about that. You was with me when it happened.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wow.
Don't include me in your foolishness.
Why you doing that? that's the bro code.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man, okay.
You know what? I don't know what Corbin talking about.
Me either.
But is it too soon if she give you the box that first date?
To transition into...
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think it depends on what you're looking for in a relationship.
Okay.
I think it's like we kind of talked about. Like,
so break that down.
Just because you give it up on the first date does not mean you're a jump off.
Facts. I agree with that too.
It also don't mean you're gonna get wiped up.
Okay. I also agree with that.
But I think there's been an internal conflict as I've gotten older about, you know, what it means to wife somebody after I smash them real soon. And, you know, when I was younger, I was like, you know, hell no, that's not gonna happen. But then you get older, it's like, you know, your expectations change. You know, look, we get this out the way. I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me. We can get this thing out the park. But then you got the fragile male ego part that comes in, and it's like, well, shit, if she fucked me the first day, how many other people she smash the first day? And if that's the case, how can I smash you? I mean, how can I wipe you up? I don't know. I mean, I think it's situational, man, because you talk about the chemistry. Like, if it's a dope ass person, y'all just happen to fall into it that first night, you know what I'm saying? She slipped and fell on your penis that first night. You know what I mean? And especially if it's good, right?
The floor was wet, huh?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
So wasn't on it. Okay, never mind.
Metaphorically here, you know.
So I'm saying, like, I think just being mature about it, I don't think you can dismiss a person just off of the, you know, fucking the first date or, you know, relatively soon. Because then it's like, how do you quantify what's soon? Because, you know, you have a lot of women out here that are on that, at one point it's like, it's got to be like 90 days and all this other bullshit like that. And I'm like, look, if we're in a realistic sense, you telling me we're not smashing for 90 days, well, guess what? Your ass moving to the bottom of the list. Damn. You know it just is what it is. Although, there are people, I've dated people maybe like off and on, you know what I'm saying, for years, or that I never intended on fucking. But I had a genuine connection with them. I liked them and all that stuff like that, and never really put myself in a position where what I wanted was sex, right? And so in those type of situations, that's cool. Sex ain't what I was looking for, right? But if I'm in a position in my life where I'm like, yo, I'm trying to smash, and, you know, you want to, you know, be all cute and shit, and you don't want to give it up, then, yo, you moving to the back of the list. And it ain't even a respect issue. It's like, I respect that you want to keep that pussy on lock. Cool. Respect the fact that I'm moving the fuck on. That just is what it is, right?
Corn just dropped the mic.
I mean, I guess my only concern is there is a comeback from having sex maybe on the first day. Like, in other words, we can continue to grow and we can be more after that first interaction if we do have sex on the first date.
Yeah.
However, you cannot be guaranteed that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people get that fucked all the way up, you know what I'm saying, with the idea that they think that they're deserving of continuing to go on because they gave something up on the first day. Like, we still got to have good conversation. We still have to be able to connect on a certain level, and we still got to have chemistry.
Y'all already connected on that other level. Even though you've already gotten to know her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can't make the assumption that because you get a cat up that now you got rights to me in another way. And this ain't popular opinion, but I feel like I respect a woman more if she shows some willpower in terms of not having sex than if she just go with what she feel.
So does that go both ways? I mean, because I think a lot of women think that all we want to do is smash, and you know, that we can't hold out. You know what I mean? Because they think, oh, this nigga just want to fuck. Does that go both ways? I mean, do we get any kudos for not trying to smash right away?
Niggas don't get kudos for that, like at all.
We don't get kudos for shit though.
So I'll be honest.
selfish
I've had so like, and this is kind of like the telltale. Majority of the time, I'll be honest. Every once in a while, I may get caught up in some bullshit, and I may fuck a chick like on an early date. That ain't never my plan. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if I even take you on a date,
Stop. That ain't never your plan to smash.
no, bruh.
Never.
It's never my plan to smash on a first date.
What if you ain't had none from
Like
a
that
chick?
is
What
Scouts
if you ain't
honor.
had
How they
none?
do that? What Scouts honor? What? How they do it? Yeah. What if they would?
So if you ain't had none in a couple months,
Yes.
right? And so you go on a date with a chick. So you saying it ain't never your plan to smash?
It's never my plan. I never expect to smash on the first date.
All right, I got you that. You know, somebody asked me yesterday, literally, was like, "Yo, if a man takes you out, does he expect to smash?"
No, I think
And
it
I-
varies. It varies, man.
Well, it
to man.
depends. Niggas is trash. And let's just go ahead and call it, like, because niggas do this sometimes, and they guilty of it. Like, sometimes I feel like men think that if they spend money or take a chick out on a nice date, that she's supposed to get a pussy up.
But again, you got niggas, then you got men. So
True.
there's a difference.
True.
But you know, you got women that, but I agree with you, but there are women that do, though. I went on a date to a fancy-ass restaurant.
She busted wide open.
No, she did. What she said was, I mean, because you know me, I talk too much. And so I'm like, yo,
You talked yourself out of it.
I did. I was like, look, don't expect this fancy shit all the time we're going out. I was like, I'm cheap as fuck.
Racks,
You know what I'm
racks,
saying?
racks, racks, racks,
Bruh.
racks.
Moneybags Davis runs out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, don't expect, just because I have a nice car, you know what I'm saying, don't mean I'm finna fucking treat you to a steak dinner every time we go out.
That's why I drive a bucket, bro.
Hey, you gotta try that bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
you
I'm
don't even
like-
bring up the materialistic
But women
stuff.
do that shit though, like, you know. And I saw the same chick out, maybe about a month ago. You know what I'm saying, with some scuttleback ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but he looked like a busted ass.
So
busted
scuttlebags
ass
are
nigga,
men and women.
right?
All right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Well, the
I know this-
scuttlebugs are women, scuttlebags are niggas, I
Yeah.
guess. You know what I'm saying?
okay. there we
so
go.
this nigga was looking all the way trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, she was like kind of leaned up on him because this nigga, I know this nigga was out there spending money.
Yeah.
Right? And she told me, she was like, yo, she hit me up the next day, a day or two afterwards, and like, we not gonna work because you've already told me that basically that you're not uppity. She was like, I'm bougie, I like expensive shit, and you've already told me that you're not gonna give me expensive shit.
It might not be the woman you're going to be with anyway. Then.
Well, we just talking about fucking now.
Oh, okay.
So if I had bought the expensive shit, if I had done that shit, we should have been fucking.
But hey, every smash ain't a good smash.
I agree with you.
True. And I also feel like sex is a mutual exchange,
It should be.
or should be.
It should be.
I think sometimes niggas just get in and get out without the idea of pleasuring the woman, but that's a whole nother conversation. But the basis of it, the
So
premise
basically, what you're
is,
saying is, you every time you up in there, you pleasing that thing.
bruh,
I think as a man, you know, you.
Hey, you didn't let it finish.
Oh, you think about it a little bit though. Go ahead,
You
Ron.
might not have. So you
so that
you don't leave that thing unsatisfied.
hold on. So you actually, I'm a caveat that statement into something else because you actually brought up a very valid point, and this is one of the reasons why I don't fuck a chick in the very beginning. I'm not finna give no chick no half-ass dick. That's number one. So, not trying to toot my own horn, but just like from experience, I've noticed that women can get wrapped up in the idea of us being together based on how good the sex is. So for me, I feel like
So that's how you doing it. You put it out there like that.
that ain't
You big Willie. You know what I'm saying?
that ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like at the end of the day, like I aim to please. It just ain't about me.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm like, I'm really just trying to save you from yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, that's twofold though, because sometimes, you know, the woman might be kind of like, all right, this one night I'm good. I see you later. Then you be like texting, calling, you know, because, you know, sometimes one nighters, you know, it might get you a little emotional because you're so good.
No.
Oh, it's just me.
No, I ain't never got emotional because of no good sex. I mean, that's just good sex. Is what it is.
I mean, sometimes you'll hit up the next day with a follow up, you know what I mean? But
I thought I hit about 3 times. I'm usually pretty good. So if it's,
Oh, no, I'm
if
talking
it's
about once.
anything
I'm talking
after
about
that, then it's because I actually like want to fuck with you. Like, cause I mean, I don't need to continually fuck you. It's not that crucial.
I don't know. Like, I just want to. I try my best to avoid it, and there is no like certain time limit for me on like how long I'm not gonna have sex. But like, I want to at least take that time up front to
Yeah.
get to know a chick before we even jump into anything like that. And my thing is, you got to figure out, like, is she emotionally healthy to just handle, like, a sex situation?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times, and dudes are guilty of this too, like, I've been guilty of it, like, you give yourself to somebody in that way, then all of a sudden, you're not trying to, but then you end up developing feelings, and it's just like, bro, what the fuck I get myself into? You know what I'm saying?
I think we as people, though, we underestimate the power of sex, right?
That's true.
I don't think that, I'm not going to sit up here and say, ooh, the vagina got all this power, right? But when you naturally, especially if you already kind of have feelings for somebody, and you take it to that next level, and don't let it be good, because now,
if it's good,
it's like, oh, shit.
that's
You know what I'm
bait.
saying? But the crazy thing, you stupid.
You stalking out in the parking lot.
That's
You
bait.
take it too far, bro.
You texting. Hey, where you at?
You lied. I see your ass. You in the club right there drinking that drink. You told me you was gonna be at home. But man, I had a chick, and it's really sweet, really, really sweet person. And you know, I'm like, yo, I can't really fuck with you because I'm emotionally unavailable right now, right? And
Hold on, did you say that or she said
I
that?
told her that.
But you wouldn't have said that like 10, 15 years ago, though.
I wouldn't have. And I met her a long time
That's
ago.
growth.
And
That's
she's-
growth.
That
she's
is
good
growth.
people, right? And so she was like, yo, we can be fuck buddies. And
So
I'm like,
real
we can't be
quick,
fuck buddies.
what type of situation, if you could explain this real quick, what type of situation were you in to say that I'm not emotionally ready for that?
Shit, getting divorced.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
And it was just like, it wasn't even that. It's like, you're a good person. I know we can be more like if we were in a different situation, right? And so I'm telling you that, but I know you like me. And I like you too, to some extent, right? To a big extent. But you're like, yo, I want to fuck. I'm like, yo, we can't do that because once we fuck, like you said, one, I'm going to put that shit down. Right? I'm going to put it down because I aim to please. Like, it's an ego thing. Like, I can't be out here handing out trash dick.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just not going to happen.
We ain't finna.
Right?
It ain't. Look, it ain't finna be no redos.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
need to be like,
Because if
yo,
you
what the
trash
fuck?
that first time, you trash forever.
Right. Exactly. So I'm like, she was like, well, we can be fuck buddies. I'm like, we can't be fuck buddies. Like, because, again, like, you may not be emotionally ready for that.
But I think once you get older, I think depending on where you are in life, you start to realize and think about certain factors that goes into that. I mean, obviously, when you're in your early age, you know, like, man, she fine. I'm just gonna break the brakes off and move on. But now, you know,
I'm
when I got
still like
older-
that, bro.
Oh, you still like that, man? Hey,
No,
kudos
I'm,
to you, dog. Hey,
no,
I ain't
I'm
like
playing,
that,
bro.
man.
Go ahead.
I don't like that, bro.
I got responsibilities now, you know, man. Being a single father out here, having a daughter, man, it made me more conscious of stuff. You know what I mean, right?
No, I'm right there with you, bro.
So, you know, in that aspect, you know, I'm thinking, well, you know, I don't think she ready from past relationships, you know, previous, you know, dating experiences, whatever, you know, it's like, yeah, I think she matured enough with, hey, I can try to put the bait out there. I think as men, you know, when you're on a date, you know, you try to put the bait out there, not necessarily for trying to smash that same night, but eventually trying to see if I can, if I could, and how soon.
Testing waters.
Right. You know what I
As you
mean?
should. You got to test the waters. You know what I'm saying?
Figured it in, literally. Test the water. Anyway,
Aquafina flow.
but you, I think you brought up something that's like pretty good because I think women had this misconception that most men don't consider how a woman would handle a sexual situation if they were to get in one with a dude. Yeah. And I can say for myself specifically, and this may not be the majority, but I think that there are some men who consider this, which is I need to know if we get into a sexual situation, number one, is that something she can handle? And if I know immediately that that's something that she can't handle, I don't need to fuck her.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting to a place now, and this is growth after a while, because majority of the men feel like, well, shit, if I tell her this is all it is, I'm only responsible for what it is. But if you know a chick, if you know when you fuck a chick, she gonna go the other way, like, why even take the time to do it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's just, that's a little bit of growth, because now I know, like, I'm like, bruh,
because, you know, the flip side of it is crazy chicks got that good.
everybody know that.
So
Is that really
then-
true?
no,
that's what they say.
bro, really?
Yeah.
That's 100%.
So if that's the case, do you take that chance and get that? Because it's good. You
It
know what
don't.
I'm saying?
It don't. I feel like it don't matter how good it is. Like I've had enough crazy in my 20s
Yeah.
that I don't want crazy no more, bro.
So what's those red flags? Like for me, it's you know, certain phone calls, you know, mannerisms, you know, can I take this person out to certain places and events, you know, how they gonna act, you know, how they dress,
Yeah.
you know. So what are those red flags for y'all that be like, you know what, nah, I'm just gonna fall back on this one.
So if if I've been clear about like where we stand, like say for instance, if I tell her, hey, we're dating, but we're not exclusive. I'm dating other people. Because I'll be honest, I'm very upfront.
Yeah.
And the reason why I am that way is because like you can't ever get mad at me or get upset with me for being honest. I feel like even if you wanted to dump me, I'm not gonna feel bad because the one thing I could do is look myself in the mirror and know I've been straight up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like understanding if they emotionally ready for that. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not, you're gonna see cues like they may ask you, well, who you do? Like what you doing? Who you doing it with? Mm-hmm. Where you going? Like if they having you check in on a regular basis and y'all ain't exclusive, bro, like that's some red flags. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like why are you checking for me like that?
How long does it take to get exclusive though? And more importantly, if we getting back to what we're really talking about, can that chick that you one nighted or that first I don't know, that first week, that 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever that time period is, do you make it to exclusivity with her?
You can, but you won't make it to exclusivity based on sex alone.
Right.
I feel like sometimes.
So basically, it's okay for women to give it up on the first date, and they still got a chance at getting the ring.
They can still have a chance. However, she better not think that because she quote unquote put it down that's why she continues to have a chance. Yeah. I feel like we got to have a little bit more skin in the game. It's got to be a different level of connection for that to continue if sex happens so early.
So should women be afraid? I think that just in my years of living, right, there's been this pervasive thought that, if you give it up too soon, that a nigga ain't gonna like you, or, that you not respecting yourself and stuff like that. Should women still continue to think that way? Or is it like, okay, we're in a new age or whatever, like, if we two grown people, we just smashing, right? So do women still have a chance, like, realistically speaking, and we're all grown here, like, do you realistically have a chance if we fucked on the first date, can I wife your ass up? I mean, that's just real.
Yeah, you could. You could.
How likely is it, though?
I don't know, man. I'm
talking shit.
It's just
like
dating on the app, right? It's like, you're gonna when you get onto an app and you're looking for somebody, I think more from a women's perspective, you're looking maybe for that next level of commitment relationship. You're just going through the app because whatever reason you might not commit in a person.
True.
As a dude, you can't speak for every dude, especially, on this show, we're trying to debunk myths, we're not monolith, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, one dude might be like, hey, I'm trying to look for that one woman. And if I met her at a conference or some type of event that's, of a professional status, it could be moved to the next level. But, if you meet her at the strip club and you smash her in the parking lot, that's a different situation.
Oh, why we both light up when he said strip club?
Hey.
Why y'all light up? Why y'all light up about that?
Strip club that got me in trouble, so look, shit.
Man, I stay out, man.
I think it varies. it's situational, depends on people's morals or
man, stop.
religious backgrounds.
Come on, Chris.
It's like, oh man,
Chris, stop that shit.
She's so fine and she's so sexy.
Chris,
or likewise,
Chris,
hey.
Chris, yes or no, nigga?
Yeah.
You hit a chick on the first date.
Yes.
She can be the wife.
I've dated a girl that I have smashed on one occasion, and we dated for a while.
All right.
That's facts.
Rob.
Yes.
Hit a chick. First date. Can she get the ring? Yes
well,
or
look,
no?
so
the ring? You went straight to the ring?
Yes or no?
Yes, she can. But I have to explain because it can't just, like I said, it can't just be because we had bomb ass sex.
No, I get that.
So it's
this ain't right now. We're not even talking about what the sex feels like. We're talking about just the act of giving it up. What some people might think is too soon.
But I don't want to be out here selling dreams though. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what I'm saying.
For three dudes to say, yeah, it's cool, and then have all these chicks thinking they could just go, like participate in the second annual Hot Girl Summer, and then come back and get a ring.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. Actually, nigga, how all these people out here talking about this Hot Girl Summer shit, then all of a sudden they come to fall and winter and they want to get wifed up. I saw what the fuck you doing, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you would not get the ring. You would not get wiped up. Don't stay back.
Yeah, don't let Megan Thee Stallion get you in trouble.
Basically, Meg got them hoes all fucked up.
You know what, man? Like, my thing is, we all grown, bro. Do what you do. And I think that I've kind of done my share of shit that I ain't necessarily proud of either, so I can't judge too much.
So if you gave it up on the first date, is that a reason for a woman not to get down on one knee?
First of all,
apparently that's the thing now.
Oh wait,
You know, that shit was going viral this past week.
you said for a woman to get down on one knee,
bro. First of all, I'm not finna allow no woman to get on no knee. That's a whole other conversation.
You gonna pull up, huh?
Nah, bro. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I ain't finna take that.
You gonna tell her no?
I wouldn't even answer the question. We're not doing it that
run.
way.
You better run.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's funny.
But nah, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said though, I dated a chick, for a good like 6 months after we did it, one time, whatever. But and it didn't end because I was reminiscing on that one time we did it and thinking about, oh man, how many other dudes she. I mean, like she was a good girl, she was educated and everything. The chemistry was right. Maybe I was saying the right things. She was in a vulnerable situation,
Light skinned nigga shit.
But
maybe I said
hey,
it right.
man, I'd be like your favorite R&B album sometime. I might just say the right thing. But
this nigga just changed his voice.
He did, didn't he?
did.
You notice that? He went down an octave or two. He was
I
like,
might say the right
girl,
thing. R&B. Yeah, baby, I'm Tank. Maybe I deserve it.
So pretty much, how soon is too soon?
I don't think it's ever too soon.
I don't think it's ever too soon, but you could definitely get yourself in some deep waters by busting it wide open on the first date.
You gotta
know what I'm
manage
saying?
expectations.
You do. Yeah. And the thing about it is, if all you want to do is bust it wide open, hey, that's all you want to do.
Does it matter if how good the sex is relative to your relationship? Like, should you bust it wide open? Like, so you start fucking a month or so, like you dating. Like, can they get nasty immediately, or do you have to wait for like in increments?
I think it depends on the guy. Like, how much can you take? Like, you might be on that same.
I can take a lot.
You might be hanging off the ceiling fan. You know what I'm saying? And she might, hit a backflip off the dresser.
She like, "Go, welcome to the sex judge."
She hit a backflip off the dresser. But hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, but I'm saying though, like, can you do that like right away?
No,
relationship, or do you have to wait?
No, you gotta.
Then you be like, damn, girl, where you learning them tricks? Who you been using them tricks on?
You gotta wait because I think as men, we think like if you're doing too much early, like it kind of like messes up our future expectations of like what can be in the future.
I don't want everything up front. I like to build into something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just insecure in that, man. I was like, look, I need to feel special, so I mean, like, I don't want to think that you done did this shit with some other thing. Like, yeah, this shit is nice. What the hell,
Yeah,
you can't be busting out no old lingerie and shit either that you done work. Like, I hate that. Like, don't be using that recycle shit. What kind of shit is that? Talk about, look, baby, I got something for you. No, you had that for that other nigga.
So I guess ultimately it doesn't matter whether or not if it's too soon, but probably best I would say to wait or to at least understand and know like what type of relationship y'all have, whether it's a relationship, if at all, and kind of go from there.
Do you as me? I think as a man, you kind of like I was saying earlier, you kind of bait, certain things to see, what can happen. I mean, do y'all do that too?
Yeah, definitely.
Put the feelers out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put the feelers out. Texting definitely helps with that these days. Texting is good for putting bait out.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Don't use the emojis. I think that gets you in trouble. Because, sometimes, I think about texting. Well, texting sometimes, it can get you in trouble because you're just like, you're trying to fill out, what that person trying to say in their text message. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you can get you in trouble sometimes. So
the eggplant emoji is universal, though.
Yes. Shit. So is the squirt, the little 3. You got the peach. You got the
cat.
You do got the cat.
You know what? All right. Well, that looks like another episode. We was talking about how soon is too soon. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Men Ain't This podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.